To perform a restore with ZettaMirror, from the dashboard page, click the Restore link for the system you wish to do the restore from, and then click the Browse Restored Data button. This button will launch you into the web-based file browser, which will show you all the data you have backed up on our end from your system. An interesting thing to point out right off the bat from this page is this URL. All the data backed up to Zetta is stored in a file system on the cloud, and that means that the data can be accessed like you would any other kind of network data source. This path here is a unique path to your specific system's storage on our end, and it can be used to map a drive letter to access your Zetta storage from any system that you can map a drive letter on. The more common restore path, however, is to go into the file browser and click on the folder you wish to recover from and navigate in the directory structure until you find the directories you want to restore. Once you've found the directories you want to restore, you can browse previous versions of the directories through this version drop-down where you can go and select the different snapshot dates, or you can stay on the most recent version of the data by selecting current or no snapshot. When you have the item you want to restore, you can click on the item and then right-click on it and do Restore using ZettaMirror Client. This will take you back to the end part of the restore workflow where you specify the system you wish to restore to as well as the path on that system that you wish to restore to. It's important to understand that when you use the restore using ZettaMirror Client, the ZettaMirror Client functions as a download manager to ensure the integrity of the restore job, as well as restoring all the security data and metadata associated with the files. This means that if you restore a large directory from a file server, for example, all the file permissions will get put back in place and everything will be just like it was when you backed up the data. The first option on this screen is to select the system you wish to restore to. By default, the system is going to be the system the data was backed up from, but you can optionally select to restore it to any system that's registered to your organization. The next configuration is setting up where you want the data to go to. Typically, this is just going to be a local drive and you specify just any kind of path that you want. So for example, C:/recovery, and that will create a directory on that C drive called recovery, and it will restore the contents of all the data there. When doing a single file restore, it's important to note that you need to specify the file name and the extension of the file that you wish to restore to. So if I were to have selected a single file to restore, I'd want to specify the directory name and then /filename.txt or whatever file name and extension I wish to restore to. This is so you can specify a different file name to restore in case you're restoring data that already exists, and you can also specify the extension you want. The last thing you need to do is specify the password and then hit Start Restore, and that will make the ZettaMirror agent on that system wake up and start downloading the data back for your recovery.